So we're picking from one of these three. We have the fluorite wand, a piece of raw black tourmaline, and an amethyst pendulum that has a little piece of quartz on the end. It's a clear bead. We're going to be reading on some of the opportunities that are presented to us on this 20th day of 2020, that we may see clearly that now the sun is moving into Aquarius. And how about another view? There's some opportunities here that I'm just gonna point to, and there's some recommended reading material in the description if you're so inclined to draw your own conclusions. I'm just gonna call it 9th house catfishing topics coming to the light here, because in the collection that I'm looking upon as exalted Mars and detriment, and the person whose Mars is proving to be my name and a landing pattern is Zeropoint for the biosphere in the new ear thing that way, 7th house matters are coming true about divine union. And this is sort of prophetic stuff here about shit that's been happening to some of you all while you've been taking a nap in your REM state. And I'm calling it catfishing. And there's something going on with tech being tied in 5, or is it 6 now? It's cat 6 now. But my medium coeli is at 7 degrees Pisces in the 9th house, where these things matter. And I'm going to drop some reading on here for you. I'm just going to go ahead and pop open Solar Fire for those of you that would like the view of what I call bioenergetic and also warfare software here that we can look at differently now. There's a couple of things here that are pretty important, and the first thing that I'm going to talk about is what's happening at the time that I'm actually recording this. It's 9:11 p.m. It's like a special 911 in Narnia where you're safe in the forest, and where Mercury just went square Uranus. And what it means, it's like being confronted with an opportunity to speak up about something that ordinarily wouldn't exist at all, ever. Especially since where Uranus is even located at all. We're here in the house of Taurus that doesn't want to budge for a damn thing unless they really, want to. If you've ever met a person with a Taurus sun and tried to prompt them, it's kind of hilarious. So this opportunity with the square to Mercury is rather fantastic, or for some of you fantabulous, depending on what it is you're into. But I'll just say, if you've been looking for things to get more exciting, this is a time where you might even be willing to just blurt it out, because people might be feeling like the nervous tension is causing them to just need to unbottle things that they didn't mean to confine within. And so it's a nice time to figure out ways to plan if you can, because it's not necessarily what you're going to want to do if you're feeling agitated, and if you're trying to catch up or patch things up with a friend, which is possible, especially with this being something that, if we're looking at this collection together, is happening in the house of 11, which has some specific implications in and of itself just for that reason. And so, you know, it's going to matter to you who's around you, and that it's people that you know. And so sometimes you want to be aware of things that you might miscommunicate, because with things lingering in the air, especially like the moon on the 24th here, the new moon in Aquarius at 4 degrees, it's gonna be a whole new view on things for people. So especially if there are things that you've been wanting to say for a while, some people might benefit from writing things down ahead of time, or scripting yourself and taking a little care, knowing ahead. And that's also a benefit. So some of us can benefit from just thinking about that, especially if you feel like you're just, I don't know, edging up to something is what I'm hearing. And the reason why I'm hearing edging up, you might want to look at some of these degrees here for the 9th house and what 9th house means. Part of the reason why I'm bringing this up is because of the conjunct at the moon with Mars, what that degree means, staring up. And things that were proposed like, oh, you know what that musket gator wants to do, to blast up into other people's clothes on rickrolls. I don't really trust him for feeling so lucky. Those of you who know who I'm talking about might know about large donations made in an antitrust league to ban paper trees in favor of what they agree that cryptocurrency means on back screens and dark webs. And so I don't trust guys like Elon Musk for this, wanting to run a cable to the moon. And what these degrees are, if you study sigil, and what it might look like for somebody to be given the privileges to look into your neural network while you're sleeping in bed, and basically gassing you on fire for things that you might think were just dreams, or you might forget. It's like being wiped with electromagnetic radiation. And why this is more of a scythe here at 11 degrees in the 7th house with Jupiter, and why I highly recommend looking into the implications of what the Venus project tried to do to project onto women in defiance to destroy sacred femininity, and they don't get to do it in front of a guy like me who's exalted Mars is in detriment in the house of 7 right here. And, you know, my Pluto and Mercury were landed at the same spots here just all last year. So we'll talk about the 23-degree conjunct. If you want to look it up, it's a little bit graphic, so I'll just leave the reading material below for those of you that want to read it for yourself and draw your own conclusions. And I will also mention that where we have the ascendant here in the liftoff pattern for the 7-degree north node on the moon is short orbs from my actual ascendant at 0 degrees. Cancer is a Cancer rising dude who came back from the death of cancer-related illnesses when they poisoned me with 4 hospital infections and then told me some bogus shit story, and I woke up in a quarantine unit and they told me that I was in a hospital. So I can't make this shit up. It's the end of the world, and some of us are going to wind up in a very special dance party with somebody that it's like they just got genetically matched to you in a much better way because of what we understand about RGB and light codes of energy being shared in a trust where babies are never harmed and where we're all safe, starting with us. So, thank you for being here. Have a look-see. Special kind of catfishing things where people are grabbing in their law of attraction and masking themselves and coming to you and then showing up in your life like some twin flame nightmare cross for the karma car wash that I just described, are getting flushed. And that's what's happening, because my MC is also in the 9th house where this is all happening at 7 degrees, and that's the pillar of salt and the circle of trust and protection over everything. So if you landed here and you want to have a real reading about these things, this is what we're going to be looking at so that we may see clear in this conjunction. Okay? And nobody's going to get pushed. Or is it a falling dream? No incubus, succubus snatchings. And for this to be happening on the anniversary of MLK, really? You know? It's like some weird germination story that doesn't get to happen for somebody having a dream and maybe falling in love with it being safe. Fluorite wand. What do my people who chose the fluorite wand need to know? Greetings! Alright, we're here for your Rainbow Fluorite Wand reading. 5 cards here with the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. We've got 2, one for you, one for them, with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and then 2 clarifiers. Also one for you, one for them, with the Love Oracle cards. Let's see what we have here in the center. This is like our present, sort of the situation. This is the challenge or recent past, and what we're looking at here is our guidance for the near future. And the bottom here is the foundation, sort of a focus, and why the reason is possibly for this reading here at all. And then what we're looking at on top here is going to be your outcome potential. And so we're taking a future look at this future to see what kind of interest we have in situations we might care to dismiss instead. So we'll jump right in, and I'm going to go ahead and get us a closer view for those of you that like to toggle with me. Here we go. A little closer view. All right. Here in the center, what's coming to us? All right. Destiny. Yeah, how about a magic wand for that? Put some special energy on that one. And here, maybe that person there reminds you of someone too. I don't know, is this a better view? Yeah, much better. See, it's like she's had to go through all these different phases. This card is actually a symbol of how things have to evolve all the way to go full term or full cycle. And that's a 10 right there. Major energy, that's major arcana or trump energy there. And I'm hearing that for some of you all, this is about like things that maybe you've kind of been keeping inside, especially if you're somebody that hasn't really talked about your interest in metaphysical things or spiritual things, especially if you grew up in like indoctrinations or certain types of religious backgrounds, or maybe in a family where it was just like all about science and, you know, quasi-sciences didn't really matter. And so I'm hearing for some of you, it's like private interest that you might have had and like where it all comes together, and it's like threads of that pink stuff in Lars's head, if you ever watch that crystal gem stuff. So you'll know if that applies to you, but destiny's a real stinger for some of you all, especially if you've been studying things like how beings are germinated and what it means to take destiny into your own hands and mold yourself like the clay. So let's see, because for some of you all, that's what's just, it's the nucleus of energy that's been bringing everything into alignment in your world. And so we might want to look up the spiritual implications of rainbow fluorite, if that resonates at all. Let's see what the recent challenge past is. New beginnings. So for some of you all, I'm hearing it's like it's not in your head. It's in your head for a reason, and a good reason, put it that way. This is the zero. This is like completion that went the full circle before it got started, and I'm hearing it's like you knew that whatever you were stepping off into was a brave, wide open, where you didn't know if anything was going to catch your foot at all. And the fact that it did, it's like now, it's not to say that you have no reason to be afraid of or worried about taking a fall, or that you're impervious to what it feels like to be put out there again. It's just that it's like, wow, all over again. And so for some of you all, this is what it's like to ascend your energy. It's like the new beginning that jumps and then jumps and then jumps. And so it's like jumping through vortices of energy as the octaves that we've been training through pull us through. This is a very exciting way to be journeying together with you. 0 to 10, these are both major arcana, and I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like I had to take this step out into thin air. It's like just walking out into the sky like that. And she got dressed up. She's like, well, my hair, my nails are done, my toes are done. I guess I look fine. I'll grab my bag, and here I am. I took a walk, you know. And so it's like she put herself in the position. She, he, they, other. Know your own designations. This person already did this. I'm thinking this is you, if this is you here. But it's like you had to walk the world with like nothing beneath your feet. And it's like what you did. It's a faith walk too. And if somebody's meeting you on this level, it's you first. And that's what you learned if you took this new beginning very, very seriously as the one who became the clay and the sculptor and learned how to get chipped the right way, you know, like the sculptor that tap and, you know, just tapped in the right place and all the bits just chipped in the right spot. Okay, so let's see what's going on here on the guidance, near future here, the them side. We've got awareness. Wow, and that's the Magician and a major arcana. Another trump card there for you. I'm going to straighten that out so you can see it better. How's that? So, I'm hearing if he looks like someone really amazing to you that's lit up in some kind of way, it's like that's a destiny partner. And then there's another 1 and a 0 there, and a 0 and a 1 and a 1 and a 0, and it's like, is this like binary code for proving 2 is 1 and raising to the frequency of water and being the flower of life, birthing something here? Because this is epiphany stuff happening on right here, and this is like what really happens. And if you had to look at things in a 2D fashion, like time, where things were just bit hashed on a line so that we could see like a fresco what was all around us, because the sky thing actually was the limit. around the web and being inside the interstate and the thing that caressed is better, you know? So what we have here is somebody that might have conceived that with you, because look what they've got over their head there, and what it is that you stepped out into and what you knew when you decided to be that, but better, because you made room for more than yourself in what you created in this destiny, and to meet someone else that rises at that level, it's like, it's amazing. This here is what magic's all about. And so this New Beginnings card is technically like the Fool, and this awareness is really what they would call the Magician, and destiny is our Wheel of Fortune, or the 20 that we may see clearly, Wheel of Ascension, because that's more what this looks like to me. A lot of strong energy happening, and these are people that take initiative, and I'm hearing if you're the one that took a step already, it's like someone else's step, or if you haven't taken the step yet, it's like they know that you're going to, and it's like holding that space for it to be safe here and protecting yourself at the same time. Okay, so let's see what else we can find out, because we've got sort of a focus here for this reading. This is the reason. Prosperity begins, and I'm hearing for some of you it's matrimony season, or proof somehow of whatever it is that you have seeded together. It's the seed of whatever is blossoming, and something that's going to prove how long it's been growing as well for some of you, because that's a 1 here. So 0, another 1 and a 1 here with magic and destiny pulling it through. And wouldn't it be tragic if that was just everything growing together in one view, where we decided to be strong instead of weak? Meek is okay, but don't get that thing upside down and then drip in there, guy, and try to take a swipe, because that's what some people were trying to do, was pull you upside down and turn you into a kite and then get excommunicated here just like that, because that's how I play Epic Fortnite. So prosperity begins, and that's what I did with all those Bitcoin packages and $44 trillion worth of government ass ETs that wound up in the junk with the ETs that failed DNA. Because destiny didn't run that way. Bad ram. Because this is actually where it became MS-DOS experiment, man. And what do we have on our heads? Because for some of you, all that you learned here is because of how you were holding it together inside for something that was like, almost like being smashed into dirt for some of you all. It's like something bigger than you, like compressing you. It's like the pressure. And for some of you all, it's like realizing that kind of strength, whether or not you ever called it like spiritual, was in some way. And it's like, I was just being haunted, and I'll tell you, that's what some people know about people that drink a lot of alcohol. They can't handle those spirits. Those are spirits too. It's like, we had to learn the difference and what the view is and what this magician knows about whatever you stepped off into here, because some of y'all, it's love. And I'm hearing it's like, look at this. What's 9 plus 1? Is it 10 over here and 1 over there? Or 0 if you don't care? It's like, hey, marriage. So, I don't know, but some of y'all, it's like a new partnership. And if it wasn't something that happened from within here, it's like a massive earthquake of emotions and whatever has been conjured up with the stellium of Capricorn happening right now in the 7th house, while the cosmic lovers are coming together everywhere. It's gonna move some things in how you art and like what you're doing. And so if you're looking for a new way to do things, I'm hearing call it together with like-minded people that are into the same weird things happening to you, because it's very fertile for different kinds of things. So whatever prosperity means to you, it's like it's giving you like a new birth of energy. It's like having wings. Let's see what else is going on over here, because we've got some fire here. I'm hearing for some of you, this person might have a Libra influence here, but also with some kind of fire in their chart. A lot of times, this is going to be somebody that's got Aries, Leo, or Sag in there. And I'm hearing it's like whoever tried to put that one in, they're being witnessed a certain way, and you're gonna have to know the characters in your situation, because for some of you all it's really awesome for different reasons. Especially if it started to like grow roots or become pervasive in some way is what I'm hearing. So wow. Ooh, gotta wipe my eyes for that one. So put that one into the steel series for the wood. There you go. Alright, let's take a look at these other cards here, because we've got cards from the Tarot of Sexual Magic for those of you that are interested in possible romantic implications. We've got the World over here, and that is completion in every way. That's the end of the major arcana, and those two are the two that walked all the way around to wind up inside of that protection and maybe what the zero is all about. What is 21? Special kind of gate with 0-point witness 2112 day. You know, there's like different things happening here, but that's another major arcana right there. Lots of energy, and it's like the stare down of the whole entire thing. Fortune and destiny here in the middle with a partner that sees it very clearly and helps you at the beginning, even if it was unsteady, and helps you go all the way around, because that was you walking yourself home too, and kind of looks like an ark or a zoo. Fascinating, huh? Hey, let's see what's going on over here with the awareness. We've got Queen of Wands. How perfect. So, if you want to know, I'm hearing this one said, ugh, you can do so much better than this. Are you sure? So somebody here doesn't believe it. You're going to have to know which one. But I'm hearing it's like neither one of you can look at each other. It's like you're going to have to know which side you're on here, but it's the same thing going on. Two people who have a lot to offer one another, being protected in a certain way where they can see each other clearly, even if it's like they can't really look directly. And so I'm hearing it's about learning how to directly look upon, but from a spiritual sense for some of you here, because this here is a long distance relationship for a lot of you, is what I'm hearing. Because they're showing me like it's just a lot of travel, kind of in like 9th, 10th house matter stuff is what I'm seeing for some of you. For others, this is about jobs and things that you might be doing over here. And if you're in a marriage, it's very clear that you're just with somebody who is right there with you. And I'm hearing if it's like something kind of new for you, you've probably just known them a long time, so it's like, it feels like you've just known them a long time, because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, we weren't officially in this relationship, but it's what it feels like because of how we've gone through these phases together, because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, for somebody, they're showing me, it's like somebody was in some kind of service, you were either in a long-term relationship, or like I'm seeing like 9-10 years where it's like you were not involved with anybody else. And for some of you it was like spiritual or career affiliations, a certain kind of abstinence from other people. But I'm hearing it's like if you were looking for something to begin with somebody that's more than your friend, especially if they have a similar life path, openness, where it's like, you know, the sacred feminine and masculine coming together, this is where this ends for you. And that's like fire and passion and love. Wow. And it looks like travel that can happen in 5D ways for those of you that aren't doing like travel at a distance. For some of y'all, this is long distance communications, coming together long distance, or traveling distances, or going on some kind of spiritual journey, a pilgrimage together. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like Mecca or something for you. That's wonderful. Okay, let me see. We've got these 2 other cards here for clarity. We got seduction on this side, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. And I'm hearing people that are just gonna lap it up because it's real, actual romance is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, been going on a while, and now I can see you. So, like, getting together. See? It's kind of like... see, the people are getting together in all of these. And it's like... I'm ready to go, baby. See, she's all ready to go. She packed light. And he's like, hey, you're all I need. Wings over you, and... how long it takes to get around, holding it together while that's compressing itself into a place where you can stoke the fires. Some of you all, I'm hearing it's like coming back from wherever they were. I heard for somebody it's Afghanistan, and man, going the distance, it was, you know, coming back, these wars going on. Hallelujah. Traveling grace to you. Okay, let's see what's on the other side here. We got sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Interesting. So, definitely hearing that it's like when you have a relationship like this, that's especially something where people might be able to witness it. Because for some of you all, that's what this destiny thing is. I'm hearing it's like taking a bold step and just being like, here's the step where you become my queen, or, you know, yeah, you become my king, or whatever you call each other and do, and you raise it together. It's like creating a roof in this purple room. It's like that epic Fortnite storm that comes and blasts everything around it. So, you know, safe things can happen on that private island over there that nobody gets to. Why you might need some sunglasses. Focusing out, and I'm hearing people freaking watching and looking and trying to sort it out and figure it out, and like, why it's like, are you sure? Because somebody over here is like, yeah, I know all this stuff, but he's like afraid to touch anything. I'm hearing he's afraid to get burned because she's hot. She, he, they, other. This is somebody that's got major fire in their chart somewhere. It's like rising sun or moon in one of the fire tribes, like, you know, Leo, Aries, Sag, like I was saying before over there. But I was hearing Libra over here too for somebody. There's a little Libra influence for some of you all. I'm hearing Justice of the Peace for somebody. It's like, this is how we elope, or something like that. And I'm hearing it's self-directed, it's already been chosen. And for some of you, it's like figuring out how to like marry the potion, because there's a certain clockwork to this, is what I'm hearing for some of you all. It's like the time things take is what I keep hearing about. You're going to know if that's the case, but I got to tell you, this is destiny here shining brightly on you. You've got 3 major arcana here in the center, actually a 4th if you consider the world. We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got prosperity beginning, the seed of a new beginning that is practical with the spiritual strength here in the middle. Seduction and sunglasses, and I'm hearing put on the bitch shield because people are gonna be jealous, and sometimes they just want to knock you down when they see you ascending up through that wheel. So know that and put spiritual protection over everything. And remember, this is rainbow fluorite energy. It might be helpful. Love you a lot. Let me know what you think. I love your comments, and thank you for helping me get over my 1,000. It's awesome to have my new subscribers here, and those of you that have been with me, feel free to join us if you haven't already. I've got a little community that's growing up here, very fine Martians. You can chat with us there. Sometimes I also host some radio. And if you'd like your own reading, hit me up. My information's below. And if you think that this could help somebody, please share it. I appreciate your support. Thanks for being here, and we're going to go ahead and move on because we've got 2 more to do. We're going to move on to the black tourmaline. Get you there. Black tourmaline. Do my black tourmaline people need to know? Maybe you needed to know. Was there ever a you and I verse that landed so right that you just knew it was gonna be, well, that's what's here with you. It's a certain kind of face-off and completion for you. For all of us. You're a visionary. Greetings! You chose the black tourmaline. This is for you. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is about the dreams that just keep on coming in circles, and why it seems to make so much sense, but it's like you're not covered from enough angles with words to be able to describe it, and that's the problem with the hashes and mistakes and the things that can't be written, and why oral traditions are everything in a universe where there was never a you and an I that we ever decided that we all agreed upon, and that kind of creation. So welcome to the Cam era and one strong eye on, where eyes closed are safe for prayers, where nobody snatches or pulls things out of your membranes in a nuclear way. Welcome to heliotosis to them who tried to take a snatch. And if any of you have challenges with your energy, this might be a good stone to keep around. Black tourmaline, highly recommended. Teach you a little something here too about your love energy. Light shoots out of my hand like that because we have heart chakra awareness that shoots out of our hands for healing purposes. We can do that with these things. With our intention is also in your feet, okay? And that's your pericardium energy. And what that means is sometimes you're just open to things. Also send, receive, okay? Sometimes you don't know what that means until you start feeling like you're gonna drop around certain people. It's like your energy might just be sucked one way or the other. You can just close your thumb like that gently. It's discreet. You can keep your hands wherever they are. No one's really gonna notice that. And just gently move your thumb. Or if you have something like this, you can easily just close your hand around that, and it's like, well, you have a gift there that I don't necessarily have to or want to receive, and it's simple like that. So let's see, some of you all will benefit from a stone like this for your energy. It's good to put it under your pillow or near where you sleep sometimes, especially if you're around a lot of electromagnetic things. Sometimes it saps your energy. So let's see what we have before us here. We've got 5 cards with the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, and then we've got 2 cards, one for you, one for them. All those stories could switch. Know your designations. One of each with the Tarot of Sexual Magic and the Love Oracle cards. The center card here is the situation at present. Then we have the recent past, or sort of the challenge, looking to the near future for guidance here, what our foundation or focus or reason for the reading usually is. And then what's here at the top is an outcome or a potential to give us an idea of yes or no. Because we have a little bit of time in the swivel view to decide now that we know what 2020 is and what a conjunction is. And you and I, sometimes not averse, you know what I mean? It's like, what's this, you to be? How about not to be? We'll see. What is the question? All right, center, let's go. Situation, foundation, and achievements. For some of you all, it's like, is this everything that I've been waiting for? I don't know about this creation. Because I'm here for some of y'all, it's like, how did I marry this huckleberry? Oh my goodness. Funny. How about a little more light on that one? Is that helpful? There we go. So let there be LED. Farmer in the dirt like me. Foundation and achievements here. This 4 is a fire type of energy here. I'm here for some of you all. This is Aries season stuff. This might be when you're planning on doing something, and for some of you all, it's like plans to buy. And congratulations and mazel tov if that's your situation. That's a family stabilizing their union, and there's a rainbow and a home. And I'm here, and they probably had to turn their back to some shit, especially if you're some of my family in Aussieville, right? They laugh at me when I say Aussie. Sending love to many of you over there. Thank you for being strong this time. Because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like plans for relocation in a new home, because these are the matters. And it's like, how do we define what family is in a way that even matters when we've all taken at least enough responsibility of ourselves to put things into place to make sure that priorities are achieved, like, how to heal things that need healing that we can actually do better about, and why I do this weird secret surveilling shit that I've been talking to you all about. But hearing for some of you all, it's like, how do we question these things here? Because foundations and achievements are making us take a hard look in the mirror. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, if it wasn't for this kid, I would not be holding your hand. And, you're going to know if that's your situation here, because it takes a lot of strength to do that too, because sometimes, that's your partner there in another way. And so go you know what your situation is. But for a lot of you, this is what happens in 4s, and that's all I'm going to say right there. Let's see what's over here in the recent past challenge drawer. Because we got the third eye chakra, and it's like, I'm hearing you really knew whatever it was like coming to you hard and fast. And especially if it's something that this color reminds you of, I'm hearing it's like, one, if that's the case, you can dance and you look great in it. Because I'm hearing it's all about that. Might be your dress or something. I don't know. It's something about that, or something that's got sapphire to it. Because we got this third eye chakra, and you knew it. And for some of you all, this is like waking up big time. Especially if it's like, I'm hearing for somebody, it's like, you have something that they're calling a fugue state. It's like you might be kind of like me, where you woke up in a weird thing, and then people are like, that's what's happening. You're like, what? No, wait a second, hold on, back up. Kind of thing. I'm hearing for somebody, it's like waking up like that and being like, and you said that, and so it's like a weird amnesia or like a fugue thing is what I'm hearing for somebody, because you might be traveling a lot. I'm hearing some of you all, and this is where Kundalini gets freaky for people, because with this like woke AF energy going on with all the like woke ass troglodytes, excuse me, but oh, may I be kind. People have trivialized the process of what it is to ascend. And I was laughing watching some of these messages where it's like, 5 signs to know you're woke. And like 10 ways to know that. And there's a limit on what these things are and how to quantify where it gets expressed and where it becomes like banalities, trivialities, and like things to bait thumb swipes and interest rates and what all this tokenization crap is and what some of you all know, and it's like just bad. But I'm hearing it's like for some of you it's gotten to the point where it's almost like all you can do is kind of keep up the status quo a little bit, and it's frustrating if you find yourself in, I don't want to say the rut, it's the mundane stuff that's really precious too, even if you find yourself in that relationship, because I keep hearing about wrong huckleberry and whatever that means to you, I don't even know, but I'm hearing for somebody that's their story, and it's like, maybe it's like, finding yourself in a relationship with somebody that's sturdy, but that it's like, there's really nothing more, and you're grateful for them, I'm hearing it's like, I'm grateful for you, I don't want to be like I'm not grateful for you, and it's just like where there's something else that you're looking towards, and where some people are looking at an expansive view, and it's like deciding where sometimes it's like, I don't even know if there's somebody else there, I don't even know if I want them there yet, it's just, I want you to do you, and I need to do me. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is like learning how to separate energy lovingly. And I'm hearing it's a certain kind of expansion, and it's like something you might even be able to hold that person's hand through. I haven't gotten to the other side yet, but I'm hearing for some of you all, you need to hear it that way first. Okay, let's see what's on this other side here for the future potential guidance here. Obstacles and challenges here. 5, this is like fire energy, and for some of you all, it's like 5 really matters. It's like changes in health status and like communications that if they don't get better now, they're going to get worse, is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like what you know so you can see it, and it's like in the flipped in the reverse, somewhere somebody's just willing to take these steps on their own, even if it's like kind of a broken energy. And I'm hearing it's like learning when to take a step to bridge things so that the home is not destroyed with everything in it, is what I'm hearing about. It's like, I'm hearing for some of you all, if you pushed all of this together, this is what a tower would look like here, and what it doesn't have to be, because you have foundation, you have stabilized energy. And I'm hearing if you're like some kind of like badass Aries, Taurus, like Gemini thing, it's like you're like some kind of weird freakish unicorn being that's like sorted it out, and you figured out how to protect your family no matter what. And I say hallelujah, because that's a special kind of freaking dance. And I keep hearing about your dance moves, and I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like if you are coming out of something and it's like you've been the single ones here, somebody might be coming out of a relationship, and I'm hearing it's like 5 years, and they might be celibate here. I'm hearing this person's been like doing a very kind of tricky dance, and I'm hearing this one here might have been alone or in a relationship for like 6 years, 4 to 6 years with somebody who was there, but it's like for the kids, and you might meet each other having really good dance moves and having like a real awesome connection like right away that feels like, I keep seeing these bridges of light here, and like where the light's coming here guiding this person's feet, and how energy would circle someone's mind just right before they were creating something, especially if you've been manifesting destiny by being something loving here. And I'm hearing that the hardest part about this right here is probably learning how to stay balanced if this is somebody you can't really be near, because I'm hearing it's like, this is kind of weird, but I'm hearing for somebody it's like you're in a dance class, but it's like overseas, and you watch them on the windows or something. It might be like a dance class, or somebody's like YouTube or something, or I don't know, but I'm seeing it's like waiting until May. They're saying if it's not like April, it's like May or something, and somebody's birthday is in June, and You're gonna know if that one's for you. That's not for everybody. But if it's like somebody's birthday's in June, it's like a family thing going on. And it's like figuring out how to ask this person how to be your plus one. And it's like, I'm hearing they're malleable. They're like kind of ready to go, and they do a wave. It's cool. It's really cool. All right, that's looking really good for some of you. And for others, it's like if this is your home, it's like trying to figure out how to not be argumentative with this person is what I'm hearing, because it's like here, it's like walking on eggshells, and here somebody's like, oh my god, I know not everybody's perfect, and I'm not gonna say but around you because it's the wrong ass rub. And know that. That's a good one to know. It's good to, people like being included in things, and sometimes it works better in the sentence and the flow and the candor than to drop the but after you said something, especially if it was good and then you go in for the swing, because not going to work with this one. Okay. All right. So fire energy here. Fire. Lots of fire. And agitation, that's the thing. This is like a challenging energy coming up over here because this moony weather here, and I'll be talking to you later this strong about what's going on with the 24th new Aquarius moon at 4 degrees Aquarius. It's an interesting way to make a fort. Oh, it's what water wings that caught fire might look like in a special chariot here. So for some of you all, this is like the Indiana Jones moment here, where it's like dad needs the holy chalice water because he got himself shot because the Nazi girl is crazy and got him all twisted in the noodle. And you know, you got to take that faith walk and that special leap there. And coming to a theater near you. What you gonna do, Indy? I say go with your heart. Okay. All right, let's see what we have here. The focus for the reading, sort of our reason here. We've got choose wisely. And okay, you're gonna know, especially if it looks like, whoa, dicey, because with somebody it's like, oh, this is nice. I'm hearing it's about, that's where you met each other. I'm hearing for somebody it's like you do translations or you're learning in a class over there, but the person's got a nice dancing great hair. Yeah! Okay, so choose wisely, because sometimes like the difference between like this and something like sign language is like a big deal. And so I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like learning how to have a laugh about something like that that's like universal but not, but yes, and really cool. This is like a really special love connection here, and I'm hearing if this is like your relationship breaking up, it's like hard. This person has like gone out to the pier, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's 6 here, and it's like the one that has to go, and there's 2 flying away. And I'm hearing for somebody it's like learning how to say goodbye, and it's like either somebody leaving with the kid and somebody being left alone, or being like, I'm leaving you because there's someone else, and learning what to do about it when you have choices, because you're gonna have to know your situation here. If you need more information specific, hit me up. My information's below. But I'm hearing it's like what you know, and you just need to know that whatever you're feeling in your heart is really the light that's not gonna do anything but light you up. Because that 3rd chakra here is right there. And I'm hearing the next thing you need to know is that it's gonna be about learning how to speak up here and being clear. Because there's a progression here. What's been stuck, the step that somebody already took over here, because I'm hearing you might have known if they were possibly going amok, or somebody like getting like wobbly or not balanced over here for some reason. And it might be like people were trying to like tamper. I was like seeing them like kind of like maybe like trying to trigger somebody or something. It's like just going for their light, like just little taps of doing like this stuff is what I'm seeing. So it's like learning how to mine your energy and knowing when to speak up about what you're saying, or figuring out a way where you can speak it clearly. Because I'm hearing for somebody, it's like whoever your intermediary was, whoever your translator was fuck up. And I'm hearing it's like, and I'm hearing 2 people or more know that. 2 people or more know that. I've actually had it on my mind to learn how to do this better here myself, because I know I have people that wish they could hear this better, and so I'm also going to work on making sure you can hear me and see me too for this, because more ASL. Okay, and thank you to those of you that are doing that, because I'm hearing for some of you, this is like... For somebody, it's like there's a special reason that drew them to why they're doing that. And I'm hearing if this person's going through a weird situation, it's like rocky communication because of like how they were being, I'm hearing just triggered about it. And it's like, I'm hearing it's like somebody that has a very like natural sounding voice that they don't sound like they can't hear, like they're deaf. And so it's like what they've learned how to inherit is really, it's pretty messed up. And I'm hearing it's like, it's special. It's like knowing what to do with these things. Because for some of you, it's like it's bringing a special bridge together. Because for some of you, it's like, it's a special kind of wedding ring, you know? It's like, it's something that you grew together here, and things that people don't really like expect to hear about somebody's life. And I'm hearing some things are just private, so I'm going to stop there. All right, so let's see what's going on up top here, because we've got a potential outcome here. Sacral chakra, and for some of you, there you go. It's like a certain kind of relationship starting to bloom, especially if it was like falling apart before. And for some of you, it's what happens after that does, because it's like something being passed or something breaking that gets bridged somehow. And it's like the same colors here, and I'm hearing for some of you it's like opening up your mouth, being able to speak or communicate about whatever it is here that seemed like it was broken, and what it is that you actually want to bridge and create. And so we've got 2 here, and I'm hearing that song, it takes 2 to make a thing go right. You remember that one? For some of you, it's like choosing the right one. Because for some of you, it's like making an option, knowing something, and I'm hearing for some of you, it's like knowing if somebody stepped out on you, what the expense was, if it was the family here, because that's some argumentative energy. Sometimes this can be lit up, this can be argumentative, and you want to be careful. Know your situations, because it's not all of an, you know, hot skidoo here. For some of you all, it's amazing, because this is like kundalini and awareness and third eye and sacral and like everything in between, and like locking it in the body and having a real understanding of that. And for others, it's like some stuff that wasn't working, and like not getting too argumentative, especially if somebody's been like having a alcohol fueled temper is what I'm hearing, and like being really liver driven in how they choose their steps, especially with regard to communication is what I'm hearing. So you're gonna have to know your situations, but there's definitely 2 calls here on the body. And so I'm hearing for somebody, especially on this side here, holy act of samadhi, and watch how you are walking. If this is you here, make sure that you, if you're on medications, nobody's trying to mix things or telling you what to do too much, because somebody's getting mixed up is what it looks like. It's like they're kind of freaking wobbly. And so I'm hearing just watch your communications, especially if it's somebody who is like not feeling well, or they just like lash out, because they could freaking fall or just drop, and there's like holes and stuff here, and that might be like a mental condition. And so I'm hearing, you know, choose wisely, be in love about that. And remember what water knows about reaching its own level here. Sometimes you have to take a moment alone and make sure that your own cups are full before you knock somebody else's over for a drink of something that you might have there in your own cup. You know what I mean? So let's see what else we can find out, because we've got the Tarot of Sexual Magic here in the Love Oracle deck for a little bit of information about love situations here. Your side. Death. And I'm hearing, yeah, WTF. Saw the photo myself. What was written on that? I'm hearing for somebody it's like something got written where everybody could see it and it cut. Death card there, it's like kind of Scorpio, real very Scorpio energy here. De dude. La morte. She looks pissed. Okay. And something's changing here. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like she's just tired of the shit. And it's like, whatever it was, it's like status quo situation. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like no cheating at all. It's like she's just like, this is, I need a change big time. And it's something that she knew here, and it's like, it's just really transformative Plutonian energy right now. Saturn, Pluto conjunct, and all these things going on, and all this visionary information coming through with these squares, and the time where Mercury and Uranus are knowing what to do in a certain kind of face-up. It's bringing people to the focal point of where we can resonate enough to even speak the things we need to say to make changes happen. And on this side over here, Wands, 8. That could be swift communication. That could be travel for love. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, that's the change that needed to happen here. And sometimes it's like you got to get pissed off enough to do something. And that's a major arcana here. That's people falling in love. And I'm hearing for somebody, if this is the situation, hearing about the one that might have stepped out, it's like, yeah, somebody got a photo and everything, and maybe it's the way something was written somewhere, because I'm hearing it's like somebody moved something and it was there. Everybody could see it, and then they realized what this was here, because here it's like two people in a very loving energy, kind of feasting off each other. With a fire and a ladder up to heaven there. We're in front of Jacob right there, and I say if that's heaven, it's hot. Fucking like Kundalini. And fire and everything, and the grass, so... Oh, bless you all, my Aussies out there, taking the steps, praying for the lands, and your families, and all those little things, those creatures. Alright, let's see what else we've got here. We've got the Love Oracle cards on both sides. On this side here, wow, this is nice. I like this one a lot. Love call. Someone expresses love. A message of love. Thinking of you and letting you know. It's just somebody picking up the phone, and I'm hearing for somebody it's like, look at this emote. It's like something about like something that she wrote, or like some like emoji. It's really cute. It's like something somebody would text somebody with like a face, you know? And it's like somebody just being ready to change. It's like something you conceive. I'm hearing for some of y'all it's like making a pattern change here, and knowing that your worlds are coming together, because for somebody had to get really mad over here about something that they learned, and somebody's been having a challenge here, because for some of you all, before I get here, it's like just meeting somebody on the same level energetically that there's a fire with, where you can have something stable, and it's like somebody's going through something tricky here, and here it's like somebody had to get pissed off about something they learned about. But here I'm seeing like, it's like almost like air travel here. And what somebody would do for 13 reasons. I'm hearing it's like an obsessive list maker. Like whoever the one is that makes the obsessive list, it's like it had to be 13 reasons and it was perfect. Okay, let's see what happened over here. So on this side we have the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. So something changed. For some of you all, it's like someone's status, especially if they were like in a relationship before. And for others, it's like, I mean, it's another kind of change of status is what I'm hearing. It's whatever they were going through, if it was a health thing, like somebody might have gotten really healthy here. And I'm hearing for somebody else, it's like, whatever tried to break their world over here is going through an overhaul, and it's like, somebody got really mad here, and I'm hearing it's like, you're not the one that came in and wrecked it, but whatever you had really wrecked another situation, and it's like a fire that you share that can really land it. I'm hearing boom. It's like boom, and then it's funny because I'm hearing, if you only knew what finger I was really holding up. I heard I need 7 fingers for that one because there's 2 that shot up, but it was 1 hand. So whatever it is, it's like finding the other side of your own hand, and it's just like having extra help and something that's stable, because that's what this is. So for some of you all, that's where this is going to land. Pay attention to what the sacral chakra energy is, because for some of you all, I'm hearing it might be like just people trying to make a mess. If you're fixing something and being like if this is your work thing, I'll just tell you, I'm like getting a really specific work thing. I'm like seeing this person like fixing something here, and it's like I see them like trying to glue it together, and like maybe going like it's something that might have taken several days, like maybe like 4 or 5 days, and they're out there and the light keeps getting light and they're fixing it, and they finally fix it, and like there's one thing that they're still working on, and then somebody would just like, instead of just being like, wow, you did such a great job, all they did was go and focus on like, well, you didn't do that, you know, you didn't do that one thing. And like what that feels like being chipped off is what I'm hearing. And just like, I'm hearing it's like that person maybe finally seeing themselves a little differently, because it's like they hear something from somebody else about, I don't know if this person got like romantic communication from somebody, and then she sees a picture over here, and then she wants to get in touch and be like, oh, look at all this cute thing, and oh, remember when you did this nice thing, and like how you did all that stuff, and you did such a beautiful job, and you know, I got really choked up because I just remembered all I did was criticize you for it. And I'm hearing it's like, it's kind of a special way to make up with somebody. And for some of you, it's like, it might not bring you back into their arms, but for some of you, it might actually be some kind of stabilizing energy. So I'm just wishing you the best. And if you've been having trouble with people, especially in a psychic way, black tourmaline energy, it'll be great for you. And it's really simple. You can find them everywhere. So love you a lot. Let me know if you liked it. I love your comments, and if you'd like your own personal reading with me, hit me up. My information is below, so feel free to join us at Very Fine Martians if you'd like to chat. If I don't hear from you, take care. Catch you again soon. We're back for another one, and we're going to go ahead and move on and wrap up with the Amethyst Pendulum for those who chose that or just want to see what's next. Catch you in that one in just a few. The Amethyst Pendulum. What do my people chose, or who were selected by the Amethyst Pendulum, need to know at this time. When you were in that dream state there, was it that you knew that you never left beyond? May it return to you like gems, which you always knew how your energy was never resistant. In that dream, were you falling or were you pushed? Somebody needs to speak up. Throat chakra jumped out right here in front of the Empress. Who snuck in? Somebody might have been sleeping in here. And for somebody else, this is about fertility awakening from within. Follow the sun and mind. Use discretion. And above all, discernment. In all things, may you be divinely blessed. And we call healing of the throat chakra. And I'm going to bring the butterflies in for this one, because I'm hearing know when to let the right one in. Greetings! If you chose this beautiful amethyst pendant, or perhaps if it chose you, right? You know how they do. Butterflies showed up with a green heart too. And oof, cat wants to run out real quick. Jacob's gonna return too fast. Alright. So, a little help with the journey work here. What we have here, 5 different cards with the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, 2 from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and clarifiers, 1 for each of you and them, although stories can crisscross, so know your designations and stuff. Clarifiers with the Love Oracle cards. So, I guess that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Here we go. Center card is kind of what our present situation is all about. This is our recent past, or the challenge. This is sort of a future guidance, near future. And then we've got a foundation focus, or reason for the reading. A lot of times what's kind of at stake. And then right here, potential outcome and what we might be evaluating, how we want to broach those energies, because some of this stuff is like no, and other stuff it's yeah. So let's see what we can find out, because from the romantic side, sometimes we'll see those here in the middle, but a lot of times it's these last 4. All right, so stick to the end. Let's see what's in the middle here. Well, we've got the 11 balance energy. This is a major. That's actual like Trump, Trump style energy. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is like possibly 11th house matters going on. Stuff I was talking about a little bit in the beginning sort of the astro babble part. There's influences here with Libra a lot of times. If you were looking at more traditional style decks, this is sometimes like the Justice style energy, although this is like, for me, where the Magician and Temperance and Justice all take a glide as one. Because this is somebody this is like Ascension Path energy, and for some of you, you might be, maybe you're a life path 11 like me. Maybe you have one in your life. But I'm hearing wherever they are, they might have set a pace with you, because I'm hearing it's like a resonance point, where it's almost like doing a high 5 or a high 10 with somebody and sharing the light and how the wings go around. And for some of you, it's like if you've been like trying to balance between two things, it's like getting that yin and yang, or that like Shiva and Shakti thing down just right. It's like good, really, really good. Okay. And for others, I'm hearing it's like, oof. Especially if this is like the 11th year, I'm hearing it's like, you waited so long. I'm hearing it's like justice is coming for whatever it is, and I'm just hearing for some of you all, it's like, how the hell did you handle it? I'm just seeing like the two hands, and it's like this person's like hands are like out in the open, and I'm hearing for somebody it's like somebody had to turn themselves in because of whatever this is. So you're gonna know if that's the case, but I'm hearing justice is a dish served icy cold with like all the laundry list of what you can't cut off. And somebody is taking somebody else to the cleaners. I'm hearing it's like the whole balance sheet, everything. Yes. So, major style energy here. Let's see what else is going on. Challenge. Okay, we got that transformation energy here, and I'm hearing this was like major heart chakra awakening with whoever this is, and like pulling off that mask, whatever there was like so phony, it was like tragic. I'm hearing it's like she knew it couldn't last like that, and she grew some wings instead. I'm hearing she might have been looking at this one, but it was like he was all protected, and she's like, I knew it would go around, and I didn't let it get to my head. That's what I'm hearing. That's like death style energy there, being a 13. And this person might have a lot of Scorpio energy, and I'm hearing it's like, she reminds me of Una, if you've ever seen Legend, okay? Like Legend, oh, that's great. I can only watch the one with the Tangerine Dream soundtrack though, that's the best. But yeah, that one there, there's a magical creature named Una, who I think is the other part of the Taurus energy going all the way around, that showed up like the Swamp Thing, that tried to get decapitated like that, who doesn't get cut like that, and when she's in a super fusion and her face doesn't cut off because of sacred femininity, being safety in this, like not being snatched in the dream or taken by an incubus or being told you're a succubus or whatever it is, if you're a balanced Scorpio, because I'm hearing for somebody, that's who this is here, and somebody like learning how to chip an exterior and choose a form, and what selective determination is, and a theory that I've had to like bone up really hard to like prove with DARPA. But where some of you all have found resonance points because of what you've transformed, whether or not that makes any sense to you at all, it's like figuring out the best parts of you that maybe hadn't quite formed in a situation where now we know what to do with light particles and coordinates, and a special mix that was being dusted on us all the time by nanobots that do exist. So, You know, look up harp technology, do your own research if you like, and if you want to learn some more, just click some other links. There's lots of stuff. This is all I talk about here. If you need your own private reading, hit me up. I'm your guy. Okay, let's see what's going on over here with them, because we've got a guidance in the near future here, and whatever it is, it's like they're bound to win. And I'm hearing somebody might have taken cheap shots, and whatever's going on over here, it is like a hot freaking poker. Triumphant success. That's an Ace of Swords style energy. And whoever it is, there's a communication and a joust, and I'm hearing they might have just had to sign something, and it's as simple as that for a lot of us now because of what's happened with IP addresses and intellectual property and things like thumb swipes and your eyes and food that you ate and partnerships and what it means to be owned as property to people that don't exist except for on balance sheets and stuff that are getting wiped out. And how divine justice is really the balance here, because we've got an angel here in the center, and it's like, you gotta hold your sword to that. Let me tell you about the mighty pencil and graffiti of the dot there that didn't exist, and what she knows even better over here. So it's like somebody's bound to win, and let's just see who's pointing at what, because in some cases this is coming together just fine, and in other cases it's like, I mean, you got trump cards here, and here's somebody that's just chiming up. So we'll see what happens, because for sometimes it's like rock, paper, scissors, you know what I'm hearing? This is like somebody holding like the scissors and somebody over here with the rock, like, no. You know where to go. Okay, so what's going on with the focus here, or the reason? All right, positive movement forward. I'm here for some of y'all. It was just sticky situation communication. It's like, look, I just need to like take off my mask here and tell you what I needed to say about this thing that happened, and then this person is like writing you back quickly, and that's what it looks like here. And some of you need to know that's what this is here. So positive movement forward. I'm hearing, take the love dub because you need to hear that in the toggle, and it's going to be alright. If you need to pick it up, because for some of you all it's coming from this side over here, and you're going to know if it's this energy. I'm hearing if this person was being boo, they're going to know if they need to write you, especially if they were trying to like cut you off or something that you were like helping them through, and if you were like moving something heavy, because I'm hearing it's like Una's a tiny little fairy and she played this big dragon at the same time, if you read the story the way I do, and with a real legendary story that was like not hidden behind the screen, and what was green in the right way the whole time, and why she's dressed in this. It's like a certain kind of healing where you have to be your own witness to rise yourself up. And sometimes it's learning to play the different roles and even being willing to carry some like heavy burden on your own. And that's what she's done here. And a lot of you are going to know if that's you. If that's the case, it's like somebody might scribble something down and just be like, oh my god, I'm just hearing. It's like, especially if he screwed up, or maybe she, because they might have been coming for the wrong green reasons, what I'm hearing, because it's like, he's just telling me, it's like, look, there's like stones here around this hand, and it's like shooting up to tell the truth, but I'm hearing for somebody, it's like, it might be for different reasons. They might owe somebody might owe somebody an apology. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Let's go to the top here and see what the potential outcome is, because we've got discontent and boredom, and I'm hearing, okay, whatever they say, you might want to walk away, especially if they just shoot up for the wrong green reason, because it might hurt someone's feelings. And so, you know, this is like couple style energy, emotional stuff, and sometimes it's like, after all that time, that's all you have to say to me? And that might be what they say. And I'm hearing it's like, if you'll know if this is the situation. Like if somebody was hiding something for a long time while another person was just trying to like get things balanced and make it right, or like, I'm hearing if it was like a weird or a complicated legal situation needing to come to light, it's like they might have been waiting for something and somebody might have been really rude and short. And I'm hearing if you were waiting for an apology, it's probably not going to be great from here. I mean, you might get it, but there's a chance that it's begrudging, or that the way that it comes is just kind of like, I'm hearing anticlimactic. And I'm hearing that's actually not a bad thing, because I'm hearing whatever you were doing for so long, it's like you just wanted to put that thing down, and it's kind of like, ugh, thanks just for cutting it off, whatever. I'll be bored over here by myself. It's okay. I can take a nap in the dark and just, like, chill. I mean, I don't know why I'm hearing it like that, but I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, especially if you've been going through something where it's like a force of will just to, like, keep it balanced and, like, get it to this point, and you've been carrying all the load, and this person's just like, snip, you know, and like setting the kite free, or setting this, you know, this movement forward where it's like, now the money's in check, now things can progress, now people can get where they're going, they can get paid for what their talents are, or whatever it is. It's like somebody's just kind of like, make me that bored. Because I've been doing everything over here and carrying it all, like being this like angel thing and the dead thing, because this is like death energy, and it's like somebody being like, poke. So I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like this person might just like cut themselves off as the thing, and it might actually kind of be a little funny. You'll know why, though. It's like, if it's the one that was like, I don't know why I'm hearing about this. It's about the birdhouse. I'm hearing something about the birdhouse over here, and like somebody doing something and it wasn't good, and you'll know if there was a bird near what happened. But I'm hearing if that's the case, it's like they're gonna cut themselves off in the first place, which is the thing. And so it's like whatever kind of situation they were trying to create where you knew it was just going to be like, I keep hearing it's like, oh, I just need 4 more years. It's like somebody having a weird conversation with you, and it's like, I'm seeing the 4 here and over here over her head, and she's like, no, it's already been 11 years. In a weird situation where it's like a release. And so I'm hearing for somebody, it's like, even if you're cutting your losses with this person, because if it goes weird for that kind of situation, something like that, you're gonna feel good going in this other direction, because it's where your transformative energy is. It's like, please just untether me, please, just please, thank you. And something heavy goes away. And I'm hearing for somebody else, totally freaking different situation. It's like trying to figure out what to make about what they said, because it might have been very good. It's like it definitely brought some truth here. There's a lot of wisdom, and I'm hearing it might have been why somebody had a growth spurt over here. And I'm getting all this like butterflies had to go everywhere, and she's like dressed like a butterfly, and we got this balance with the angel that's kind of got that butterfly energy here too. But I'm hearing it's like whatever it is they do, or however they said it, it really reflected to you something you want to inherit. It like puts this like idea that's like this golden idea all around you, and it's like you want to hear more, but you're afraid of what else they're gonna say, and like, is it gonna just like hurt you here, is what I'm hearing. It's like, is it something that like, can it turn into something that you don't want to hear, is what I'm hearing. It's like just being kind of afraid, even though you're like transforming and you're going through this like rebirth, because for some of you all this is like major big, and something they might say or might have said, because for some of you all it goes straight to your head. And I'm hearing it might be like a marriage proposal, or like the idea when you meet them is just like, ah, but it's like kind of like that not wanting the other shoe to drop energy. And just knowing that this person knows how to hold himself well is going to be very important, because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, I can't think that far ahead, because I keep seeing it's like, we got the 11, and then we have 8 and 4 for me is like a 12, you know, and then we got 13. It's like, they're talking about periods of time and the steps that something might have to take, and why somebody might be like, I hope you don't turn your back on me because of these steps. Because we just started this and there's like 7 more, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Alright, let's just see what else we got. The Tarot of Sexual Magic. On your side first. Well, we got the 3 of Wands over here, and that's people wanting to stand close and more. Looks like lots more is possible there, and I'm hearing the strings attached is like the perfect score for them, and whatever it is that's on the tie, it has to match with these two. And I'm hearing if there was a third party, it's like that's what got cut here, and that's what this triumphant success is. And I'm hearing if that's the case, it's what she had to say to him, or what this person, he had to say to her, whoever this person is had to say to this person. I'm hearing that's the cut. That's where the cut got made, and how 2 are cut from the same cloth, and it's like they have to match is what I'm hearing. Okay. That's fiery energy here too, and I'm hearing for some of you that's better though, because maybe that's what you were worried about, and maybe that's what -1 is here, because 3 is like 4 minus 1 here, and I'm hearing for some of you all it's like whatever it is that they were saying here might make you feel better about what's changing, because we got a 4 and a 4 here, and then there's this 3 and here's the 1. It's like, well, if I do this here it becomes shorter, and then it's like great, because we have this. And that's somebody opening up their feelings about, I'm hearing it's like taking off your mask about like, I really want to kiss you, is like, I'm like hearing somebody's conversation about that, and it's like somebody that might have not known how much you missed them. And if you have a partner that's like overseas, or that was like, I'm hearing they might have been traveling for some reason. It's like you're going to see them, and this is definitely coming together and somebody making a plan here. Let's see what's going on in this situation here. So we've got the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who will travel. This is somebody who will go the distance. And I'm hearing this might actually be what it looks like to take a ticket. You know? It's like a ticket in communication here coming forward about, yep, got that ticket, babe. Knight of Wands, sometimes that can happen pretty quickly. That's somebody that's sometimes coming from the past that you might have had romance with, or romantic implications, and if you get together, that's a steamy situation here, and that's more fire, and they might have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius somewhere in their chart, or maybe that's you. But here we've got fire and air, and here we've got like, maybe like Scorpio and fire, possibly Libra, cups here. And how about a couple of clarifiers, one for each side. Here we've got Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming. Surprise, invitation, or meeting. Hesitation. I'm hearing it's not hesitation. I'm hearing it's like not wanting to wait and hoping we can speed it up, and like, can you come and come on, baby, light my fire. And wow, somebody coming in for that positive movement forward. It's like, how much do we need to raise for this trip is what I'm hearing. It's like wanting to go somewhere. I was hearing another one, it might stick for you all. I was hearing about somebody's destination cruise wedding, and I need a +1, and hey, we're eloping. A lot of people getting bold. Let's see what's on this side. We've got the runner. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to the ego. And I'm hearing, for some of you all, that might have been what happened before. Because I'm hearing it's like this person might have been around before in some kind of way. Maybe it seemed like they took off and now they're back. Sometimes that's what happens with the return of the Knight of Wands and the fiery love attack that might go well with the positive movement forward, where maybe the worst thing is like waiting for March or April is what I'm hearing. So, hey, let's see what it is for you. What do you think? I love your comments. And you might want to consider getting yourself a pendulum or a piece of amethyst to help you with these energies. I hear it might be helpful for you. And if you would like your own private reading, hit me up, please. I'd love to do that for you. If you think this reading would help somebody, share it. I appreciate your support. And invite you to join us at Very Fine Martians if you would like to chat and more. If I don't hear from you, you know I love you. Catch you again soon. We're back for another one. Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch me.